What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Got the sandworm behind me today. Well, this week I've been sick. Haven't really left the house. Anyways, today's Friday. I need to get out of the house, but gotta stay away from people. So in order to do that, we're just gonna take the sandworm off-roading today. Take the opportunity of being able to have an excuse to stay away from people. We're gonna make sure the CV joint is all good, the new CV axle, make sure it's all good. We're gonna test out the new tires, the new suspension, see how everything feels. Just kind of have a little casual off-roading day just to get out of the house and have the windows down and enjoy the weather. But I got the drone, I got the GoPro, so we're gonna go get some footage and test all this out. Excuse me. But yeah, so let's go ahead and head to the trails. All right, guys, so came out here to test out the CV axle and the suspension and all that, make sure everything's in good working condition. We're on the sand now, so we're gonna put it in four-wheel drive. I was hoping to use my drone a little bit, which I still might, but I didn't bring the two charged up batteries that I have. All I have is this one that's in the drone that's already almost dead, so might not get to use it that much. I do have a charger, so maybe I'll charge it in between uses. But anyways, let's go ahead and put it in four-wheel drive. Everything engaged quietly. Let's put it into off-road mode. And we are going to move forward. We are on the sand, so four-wheel drive is engaged. CV axle seems to be good, no weird noises. And I'll put a video up here of what that noise was when I realized the CV went bad. We're gonna go climb this hill up here. We're gonna use the terrain mode, which is the one pedal drive mode in the truck. We're gonna climb this hill and see how the truck does on it with the new tires. I didn't record me doing it with the old stuff, with the old stock setup. So all I can really do is kind of tell you whether it's better than the stock setup or not climbing this hill. So far going through the sand, it's a lot smoother, which is good because it's super dry out, so the sand is super soft. So everything's going smoothly. The only downside that I noticed so far is these tires do stick out probably like half an inch past the fender, so I can hear all the sand and the little gravel getting thrown up on the paint. But that's to be expected when you get wider tires and you go for that stance. This is an off-road fun vehicle, so you gotta do what you can with it. But we're gonna switch this over to the terrain mode, which, like I said, is the one pedal drive mode. We are going to send the drone out to record me going up this hill. Gotta take the cap off. Yeah, I did. I'm gonna go ahead and hit record so I can record this incline. So this is what we're gonna be going up. A little rocky. It looks a lot steeper in person than it does right here, so and we're gonna let that sit there and record, and we're gonna go up this. We're in terrain mode like I said, and then we've got the pitch and roll. So I do want to make sure I'm recording all of this, so let's go up a little bit so we can kind of make sure we get the whole incline here, and then we'll go down it. I haven't went down this, I've only went up it, so we'll see how it does going down with the one pedal. I tested the one pedal a little bit in Colorado, and it doesn't, you know how you do the two pedal, the brake and the gas, it doesn't hit the brake as fast as I think I would like it to. There we go, and those automatic, I forget what they're called. Ooh. The automatic lockers are kicking in. So what I'm going to do now is actually put this in low so that I can control the gears. So we're in first gear. Get a little bit. Okay, we're going reverse. I need to find a different line, I think. We're hitting that big hole right there. Okay, we're in first gear, 4 high, because I don't have 4 low in this truck. And I don't have a spotter, so. And we slid back down in that hole. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is probably the most extreme off-roading I've done in this thing. I think if I had a spotter, that would be a lot smoother. So that incline was like 20 degrees, a 20-degree incline. And so at least you guys got to see what it looked like going up the hill. Charge that sucker up. And it's probably not going to charge either. There it goes. Okay. Let me get this moose turned around. Now, with these new tires, I think my bumper is a little off on one side, so if I turn full left on the passenger side, it rubs a little bit, so I gotta be careful of that. Like right there, it rubbed. So I do have to be careful of that. I'm gonna step out of the truck and just check my line that I'm gonna be driving down. I don't have any like skid plates or anything like that, so I do gotta be careful. We're gonna put it back in the terrain mode, put it in low, and keep it in first gear. Now it is, I think with the software update, GM kind of fixed how fast that brake engages, because as soon as I'm letting off, that brake is engaging, which is way better than the last time I used this. It took a second. Like I rolled probably a couple of inches before it engaged, and now it's like as soon as I let off, it's engaging. Now I didn't lower any of my tire pressures or nothing like that. Probably should have, but okay, yeah, this is an 18 to 20 degree incline. Pretty steep. Now I want to avoid, there is a big hole up here I want to avoid. I don't want to go off in that. I feel like with my Nerf bars, that's just not gonna look good for me. Oh, right there, yeah. Oh yeah, we're at a 15-degree roll. Oh, I did not like that. That was, that's crazy. Okay. If I did any more extreme off-roading like this, obviously I would not come by myself. But I'm not worried about the truck on this little hill right here. You know, taking it slow. right there. I felt the tire rub a little bit just from the flex out. And yeah, going downhill is a lot more nerve-wracking. Definitely yeah, went so down that it told me my washer fluid's low. Okay, so what I just learned is I just put this back in drive. When you're in drive in the terrain mode, in the one pedal mode, it does take longer for that brake to engage. It seems like it shut it off, so we're gonna go back into, so I guess you have to be in low mode and terrain mode to activate that true one pedal drive. But CV joint seems to be doing great. There's a Jeep out here. Maybe we can follow them around. So I don't know if you guys can see them, but they're up there, rock crawling. I'm not real sure what kind of Jeep that is, if it has lockers or anything like that, but heck yeah. Yeah, a little bit more than I'm willing to do in my truck. And it's not even necessarily the trail itself. I would do the trail, it's the branches. Maybe if I had some loppers, I'd go and cut some branches down and make it a little wider. Okay, guys, we're gonna do this. How much battery we got? Not a lot. All right, not a lot of battery in the drone, so that kind of sucks. But anyways, all right, low mode. We want terrain mode. First gear. Let's make sure we don't scrape the paint. That's the big deal on this trail. There are a lot of rocks, so a lot of rocks, no lockers, some branches kind of sticking out. We're gonna try to avoid those. I should have broke this one off a little more. Please don't touch the truck. Getting out to get a video. Door is freaking heavy, but we are flexed out over here. All this rock. Look at that. What the truck is made for. Now this is the part I'm nervous about. I don't really know. I think I need to put my passenger tire right here. Yeah, I need to put my passenger tire right there. Those branches might scrape a little bit. I don't know. I think I'll put my passenger tire over here and be fine. We'll see. When your truck is leaning at a 13-degree angle, your door is pretty heavy. But all right, I'm gonna turn a little more to try to avoid these branches. The hood's gonna catch a little bit of flack from these things, but I don't think there's much. Ooh. I don't think there's much scraping to worry about. Smell that rubber burning. Now, like I said, I'm by myself, so in order to make sure I'm not going to tear the truck up, I gotta get out. Oh, okay. New suspension, new tires. Truck has a lot more clearance than it did before, so straighten the wheels out and continue up. Made it without scraping paint. I don't want to say nothing about bottoming out yet. And we made it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm not going down that one though. No. For sure not. We're gonna go back to off-road mode. Put it in drive. Let's just go ahead and check all the truck information readouts. Make sure we're not. Shouldn't be overheating, but let's just make sure we're not overheating on anything. So engine coolant temperature good, transmission temperature good, oil pressure good, oil temp, everything's good. So let's go back to the off-road pages. My tire pressure is a little high though. It should not be at 43 psi. I don't know why the shop put it at 43 psi. That makes no sense. I'm not four-wheel drive. We want in two-wheel drive. Shift out of four-wheel drive good. CV axles doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'm so glad we got that situation fixed. All right. We're on sand. We're slipping a little bit. Four-wheel drive. Engaged correctly. We are good. Now that we know that's good, all that I have left suspension-wise is to put on the tie rod sleeves and my differential drop to level everything out a little bit more. Just to take some weight off the joints and the CVs. But for this little bit of off-roading, not bad. And I'm not gonna do any more crazy stuff like what I just did. I don't know, I'm weird. Spent a lot of money on these off-road tires, but I'm afraid to actually use them and destroy them. Everything's dry. Shoot, that was rough. This sand is so soft. Oh no, that's not the way I want to go. And the problem is, out here, it's so dry, so soft, is if you're driving and you hit your brakes, all that dust is just gonna come your way. I'm curious how my rock lights are holding up since they're just held on by those magnets. I mean, they hold up on the highway, but the highway's not bumpy, so. All right, guys, the truck did amazing out here on a little test run to make sure everything was in order. Tires did great. I've noticed a lot of people give crap to the KO3's, and I don't understand. They did great out here in the sand and on the little bit of rocks that I did. Suspension is smooth for off-roading. Yeah, I can't complain. Everything did good. Truck flexed out like it's supposed to. Everything seems to be riding smooth, no weird noises. Four-wheel drive engages and disengages like it should. So CV axle is good to go. I think everything's good to go on here. Are these spider webs? Yeah, they're spider webs. I must have went through some spider webs. I thought they were scratches. I got nervous. But truck did amazing. Obviously it's not dark, so we don't get to try out the KC lights, but That's for another time. My allergies and being sick is killing me right now with all the dust, so I'm gonna call it a day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.